Hello guys, welcome back to the crew. Pro Noob series part number 3. We start in headquarters this time because by leveling up we also won a per point that is, so I'm going to put that down there on our second one for Zoe. We're gonna try to get the 10 points on there. So we have finished. I'm also gonna repair the car here quickly. We have finished the story missions in Detroit for now. Well, not for now, for good I guess. And we were told to set a waypoint in St. Louis and drive up there because that's where we're going to mess about now. But what you can also do, you can do that. You can set a waypoint in St. Louis and drive up there. It's a 15-mile trip or so, I think, that you have to do. But you can also do it differently, a little bit quicker. You see a black symbol there, and there is a train on it, and that is a so-called station, of course. So we're gonna drive there, and we're going to go in there, and we're gonna take the train to St. Louis. You can do that in the story missions. You can do that later on as well. Later on you have to buy a ticket though. If you're doing it in your free time, you have to buy a ticket. Same for the airplanes on the airport. But I don't think you have to buy a ticket this time in the story mode. So, Detroit station, we are going to enter that. And as you will see, there is a St. Louis station. Yep. Click on it and travel there. There we go. Train goes with us in it. And we will wake up in St. Louis without having to drive up there. You can drive up there and you will unlock some things and you will... Here we go. A watch coming using the transport system, for instance. The problem here is that I can't see all the landmarks yet, I can't see all the skill tests yet on my map. I can see them on the minimap but not on the map itself. The reason for that is I haven't found the data station here in this area yet. So I'm thinking, maybe not in this one, maybe in the next video, I'm gonna do the data station first. You see, I kinda unlocked the downtown area of St. Louis now by, well, sort of waking up there. Was coming with the train. Oh, and I completely missed that start of the jump there, although I'm doing the jump. That jump is a pretty easy one to do. The jump in St. Louis. Something you have to remember because it will come back later. When you're upgrading cars, that's one of the easiest jumps to do. Unfortunately it's jump, so you're very often going to win hoods and color parts and stuff like that as well, next to the performance parts. A level 5 ECU, which we already have on the car.
Like
So
I said, Detroit's got a little crowded for a man of my ambition. So we're setting up shop in St. Louis. Here's the location of St. Louis V2. Find her and kill her.
What?
You heard me.
So Troy wants to take over St. Louis.
V2.
He's the Detroit V2,
Take her
and
down. I'll work on getting her off the streets.
the result of that is
something.
we have to sweep the thing here and take down the V2 for St. Louis.
Get after her.
Go around the truck and aim for her.
Dick! Get off my ass! No way you're taking me!
And she gets away with it. Really, I hit her. I really hit her. She has a health of 3, started with 35.
Slippery little girl. Hey! Pull over now!
Huh, so you can put a bullet in my face? Nah, you're one of Troy's guys. I know how you roll.
It ain't like that. I'm trying to help you.
Oh, you want to help me? Then get the hell back to Detroit.
Now, one little nudge will do. There you go. I blocked her there the first time, but apparently she got away with it. Did get a gold medal though. Probably because I only hit her twice. Might also depend on the takedown missions.
Zoe, we need to get this girl out of town before Troy finds her.
Okay. Keep him busy while I work it through.
I killed her.
Stone cold. The V2 out of the game, we can start claiming territory for Detroit. Check your map for races, records to break, any way you can kick some St. Louis ass.
Turf War is available. Level 6, we are level 6, so why not? So we're gonna drive up there. First looks, nothing special is going to come up our way. If there is a skill test, if there are some landmarks, yeah, you can all take those with you.
You might want to get some more experience before attempting this next mission.
Okay, thank you. Jesus Christ. It's a level 6 mission. We are level 6. Not sure why she comes up with that advice though. Guess we'll find out. Apparently she thinks we're not experienced enough to do this. Turf War, which is basically a loop race. 2 laps on 1 track.
Listen, we gotta strike fast.
The plan?
Check it out. It's a street race at this location. The sooner Detroit starts taking scouts, the better.
What's on the table?
You're repping your turf.
Bring it.
Burn these fools up. Earn some rep for Detroit.
So, we got one guy in a Skyline. The other one is driving the Dutch Ram, I'm assuming. But what on earth is that first guy driving? Impala or something? I don't know.
Keep this up, son.
Now, this is a race, so we shortcut. We want to win, we want to go as fast as possible. We shortcut here and there. Although here it's not advisable to shortcut, because those are concrete walls. Also here, go after the checkpoint, and you can go through the park, instead of going around the park, which will make you lose a bit of time. Oh, and don't go to the forums about this, because really, There are people out there who find shortcutting and all that, they find it all cheating.
Lap 2,
I mean, really,
make it count.
get real. It's a checkpoint race, that means that you have to pass the checkpoints. Other than that, you can take whatever route you want. This is another one of those things in the crew. On those bridges, they suddenly, traffic decides to change the lanes. But if you're racing, it's pretty simple. The shortcut in this case is way faster than you just stay on the road and it's not always the case. You have to sort of look at the track and look at the route that you take and try to figure out if it is faster to shortcut or not. But this is more or less an arcade game, as you can see there. If this was a sim, my car would have been damaged completely now by hitting that tree. And in this arcade stuff, well, the tree sort of moves aside if it's not too big and if you didn't hit it too hard. Which is the same you can do with walls here and there, called wall bumping or even wall riding. Also that some people find cheating. But it's just the fastest way to go in an arcade game. So let's get over it. What did we want here? Gold part number level 6. That's never weight reduction. 8 increase. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. 68 already. So, do we have something else left here in St. Louis? Let's see. Oh.
I see you around here again. I'll take a lot more than your territory. Get me?
Bye bye. That was the turf one and the turf war, and we won his turf. So he needs to get out of the city. We're dealing with it now. Yeah. Iron Clash. We need to get there, but you can see there are 3 symbols flashing for a data station. That means that in that area somewhere is a data station. So you can fast travel there if you have been there in that area before, which is not the case for me. That means that I have to drive there. You can fast travel as close as you can, but since I came by train, also only downtown St. Louis is available for me to fast travel, so wouldn't make that much difference to go to the let's say the border of downtown, which would have been here somewhere. And then you still have to drive that last part. In the end, you need to driving is the best option. If you have enough time, just drive all over the place. Reach a 30 times stunts multiplier. Okay. On the left, on top of your speedometer. Like here, we are overtaking and oncoming. You can also get drift scores and collateral scores, damage scores, things like that. And if you can combine them, those are called kind of stunts. And it goes with a multiplier, and it shows up on top of your speedometer on the left. The idea is to get the multiplier times 2 as long as you can, or as fast as you can. Like here, we lost it at times 1.7. And it also depends on your personal level, I think, because on my main driver I'm winning a few $1,000 just by driving around like this, and now I'm winning final result $10. So I'm guessing the bucks that you get for these stunts or drips or whatever is kind of related to your level. What we are seeing here is a raceline skill. Nothing to do with speed. No, it has to do, well, sort of does have to do with speed, as fast as possible, but also as accurate as possible. So it also works with a multiplier. The idea is to stay on the line. If you lose it, if you go off the line, you will lose the multiplier. And I must say this, I'm in a street spec on a dirt road. Goes pretty smooth for now, but normally you need a dirt or a race spec here on this dirt road. Level 5 gold, which we already had, but this one has a braking bonus. The other one probably had another bonus, so the increase is +0. I wasn't coming here to do the raceline skill. No, I was coming here to find a data station. Because we need to get more info from the region that we are. In Detroit I didn't go for the data station for the simple reason that the game started with one. We had been given one for free, sorta. Okay, now, has to be here somewhere. I'm not picking up any signal at the moment. So let's have a closer look, shall we? It is this area though. 1, 2 and 3. Somewhere in the middle there. So let's drive to the right, and it will be somewhere in the forest over there, I guess. Maybe in this. So what you do, you just drive around until you pick up a signal. You could see 3 of those data station symbols flashing on your map, and that means that somewhere in that area has to be a data station. So you drive. Here we go. We picked up the signal. It is red, that means we are not that close yet. It's turning orange now. Bit of the left, so it's gotta be somewhere in the woods. It's green now. On top of the hill there somewhere, probably. Yeah, I already saw the base of the thing. There it is. Data station number 2 for the Midwest. After the first one which we got in the beginning of the game. In the Midwest there are 6, because you get one for free and you need to find 5 in each state. Also in the Midwest we're going to have to look for 5 more. After this one, 4 more of course. So it's kinda scanning the area. There you go, and it found landmarks, skill tests as shown on the map here now. That's what this one data station does. Let's see. There's another one there. In that area somewhere. There's one on the Black Hills on the left here. Chicago is one. Pikes Peaks, I see also. There's also one flashing. There gotta be one more. Oh, they're on the Central Plains in the Southway. So we found 2 so far. I will probably, I think I'm gonna cover in the next video the rest of these data stations first before we continue with the missions. But we'll do first the St. Louis missions. That will sort of conclude the missions for the St. Louis area and stuff like that. Also here, okay. If you see animals, start driving towards them so that they actually count for awards. My main driver, I have 95% on the zoologist award, and it's kind there also. It's kind of stuck on 95%. Still trying to figure out if it's a bug or not. Some think it's a bug. I'm kind of doubting it because there are people who have it at 100%. So it's another reason why, if you have the time, driving is the best option. You're getting bugs meanwhile. While you're driving, you're getting bugs for overtaking cars, for the oncoming traffic. Even if you hit a fence here or there, you will get bugs for that, because that's collateral damage. All makes the multiplier go ×2, and the final result is 82 bucks. Terrains, you have to be careful for those things. As you can see, there was one. Yep. Speed skill, bit tricky with traffic, so in that case try to stay in the middle of the road. It's your best shot at things. If you're gonna zigzag, you're most likely gonna spin out or hit a car, so staying in the middle gives you the best shot. There you go. We have won a level 9 part here, but we are not there yet, are we? +9 increase, so I have to send it to headquarters. Because we are only level 7 ourselves. You cannot put parts on your cars if you're not the level yourself. We are level 7, we win a level 9 part, you can't put it on your car until you are level 9 yourself. That's sort of how it works. The thing with this map is you can drive all over the place. Like here, the only borders are Canada in the north, Mexico in the south, and west and east oceans. Other than that, you can drive wherever you want to go. Although it's not advisable to mess around with a street spec in the fields. Raid spec will be more appropriate for that. Let's see what this is.
I got an idea. Ironclads have this local run, right? It's like their holy gig. No outsiders have taken the record.
Let me guess.
You got it? Get over there and own it.
So, run this route past me again?
They call this the Ironclad Dash. It's a legendary raid route around here. Smash the St. Louis 510's record and earn some props with Detroit. Break these chumps' record.
We're getting a Camaro 1969 in raid spec. And we have to do this, I don't know, time attack, let's call it that. Avoid the things which will slow us down. +7, that's a good one.
That's how it's done. You breaking that record sends a clear message. The Detroit 510s is taking over St. Louis.
Zoe, you got that St. Louis V2 into witness protection yet?
Maybe. Why do you care so much about this chick?
Because I don't like blood on my hands. Why?
Just trying to keep you alive. Her new ID's in the pipeline.
So, oh, there's a new one available now. I still can't get to that level 3 on the left there. So we'll fast travel. This is in St. Louis, which we have uncovered, so we can fast travel here. Friend till the end.
Yo, I got something I need you to see. Location's on your map. You recognize that ride? It belongs to the St. Louis V2. Someone you told me you killed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wait a minute for my boys, you'll find out. You can't even imagine the pain I'm gonna cause when I catch you.
Like I mentioned before, this Troy guy is a bit of a pain in the ass.
Zoe, Troy knows I didn't kill the St. Louis V2.
What? How?
I don't
So
know,
he
but I've
set
got
it
his
up.
guys all over me.
Is your cupboard one?
I don't think so, but I won't be working with Troy again.
I have to escape these idiots as soon as possible, but they're on my back here at the moment. So I don't think I'm taking the right route here this time. Oh my god. I was trying to push him into the house, which didn't quite work out. On the contrary, he pushed me onto a tree. Okay. Let's go this way. This time he's spun out. But this is a raid spec, so we need to get up the road here, because otherwise they're gonna catch up. Not sure what they are driving, but they're more like road cars. Should be able to get away from here. Gonna dive into the fields to be sure. You can look on your minimap where they are and try to stay out of their circles. But again, took too long, so only silver. If you escape faster, it's gold or even platinum later. +5. Would have been +7 if we had a gold. You can always retry this same mission
Alex, are
to
you
get
okay?
gold if you want.
Fine. Any word on the V2?
She's gone. I'm sorry, Alex. Troy got her. Alex?
Okay, I'm okay. Guess with Troy burned, we're back to square one.
So you're the driver Troy's just put a hit out on.
Who's this?
My name's Herschel Craig, V2 in the Windy City. Come on over. I could use a guy like you, and I almost guarantee you won't get shot.
Zoe, a guy named Herschel Craig just invited me to Chicago.
You lucked out. Herschel's the V2 for Chicago. Him and Troy both want to be V4 for the whole Midwest. He can get you your ink, Alex. Set a waypoint and get to it.
Aha. There's Herschel. Competition for Troy. So we're gonna go with that guy. First, gonna try to get as close to the blue line there as possible. Fast travel. That will unlock a bit more of the area. There you go. We need to get there. So, fast travel a bit more. We'll unlock a few more squares. It's a time-consuming business if you do it like this, but yeah. There's also a data station there. Set a waypoint, but it goes all the way around. Yeah, I'm gonna drive up there, but I'm going to take that road, which seems to be faster though. It was to the left somewhere here. Spent 2 hours playing the crew. Just made me laugh. Played like 1700 or something in the crew, but of course not on this account. There might be a point here where I get the message wrong way, because the GPS wants to take me around this area, but we saw on the map that this road was just faster. Oh, here you go. The GPS is adapting now. The reason it was taking me around at first is pretty simple. We're in a street spec, so it's going to look for asphalt roads, and it takes you over there. That doesn't mean that there are not faster roads available, or shorter in this case. It was pretty obvious on the map that you could take this route and that it was shorter. But the problem with this, you have to go on a dirt road here for a second. As you can see, the line, GPS line, turns red now, meaning we are in the wrong spec for this road. But it's only a short bit, so we're just gonna go for it. Even a bit off-road. Okay, and here we go. Now we are back on the road and almost on the mission. So it is way faster than it was suggesting to go there. We run into a skill test here, so I'm quickly going to do that as well. Which means we have to pass the mission here for a second, because we're trying to score points in this skill test. Preferably a medal as well, of course. Can we go gold? Gold, gold. Yep, we have gold. There we go. Gearbox level 10. That's what we want, with a grip bonus. Would give an increase of 8. Only problem is we are not level 10 yet, so we cannot equip it. So we have to send it to headquarters, and at the same time we are driving back to the mission that we were aiming for. And that is the infinity thing, I think. Yeah. The Infinity Speed Challenge. It becomes available once you are level 3, so it's pretty early in the game that it becomes available. But it's all the way west of Chicago, and at that point you are messing about in Detroit. So that's even a longer way that you have to drive to get here. So it's some extra thing. It was some sort of a challenge where you could win this. I'm not sure about the car, but you could win the stickers. And I'm guessing they sort of implemented it in the storyline. But they implemented it as a story mission, and I think they should have implemented it as a faction mission probably. So it is part of the story missions now, but it actually, well, you don't get an explanation of it or anything. You just have to drive. so it's completely not linked to the story. So my guess is that, yeah, this should have been a faction mission instead of a story mission, but we will go to faction missions later on. Although I'm not gonna do them all in this series. There are faction missions which come with a suggested time of over 4 hours, although you can do them in 3 hours 30, 3 hours 40 something. But indeed, yes, that long. So you have to drive exactly 3 hours and a half, 3 hours 40 from one checkpoint to another, over 100 checkpoints or something. In a dirt spec I believe it even is the longest faction mission, and it kinda takes you all over the map. Also this one has 20 checkpoints, so I'm pretty sure it should have been a faction mission. A story mission usually takes 2 minutes, 3 minutes maximum, something like that. We are in, what car did we get here? A 851 performance spec. It's kinda random, like it seems. Because we're all driving the same car, also the AI drivers here, but 845 I see the lowest, 847, 849. We're in an 851, and there is one guy in an 854. I'm guessing that should have been the competition here, but yeah. As usually with those lot, if you don't make too much mistakes, you will only see them in the beginning of the race. And by doing this mission, we arrived in Chicago, which makes it 2 steps in one go, sort of. Seeing we were in St. Louis and we had to go to meet Herschel in Chicago anyway. We also unlocked a part, apparently in headquarters, which those parts are parts that we won before, but we couldn't put them on yet. So in that case, you send them to headquarters and you unlock them there once you are the certain level that you are. Level 9 part. Now we're getting a few awards for visiting Chicago for the first time, and for doing over 241 in over 350 kilometers an hour in a European car. This was the rough CTR3 that we were doing this in, which was sort of lent to us by the game. And meanwhile, by doing that trip, as you can see, from the Badlands to Chicago, we arrived in Chicago at the same time. The chauffeur, I think that's what we have to do next. Chicago, but that will be for the next video, I guess. Chicago missions, although I might throw in a few data stations first, because we need to find those things. In the East Coast, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to go for the data stations first. Gearbox level 10, we are not level 10 yet, no. We need to find a level 9 part. There it is. Increase of 4, we can put it on now since we are level 9. repair the car meanwhile while we are here. Later on that's also something you can do in free drive, but you need to put perks on it. We have 5 perk points available, so I'm gonna put them on. Which brings that to a 18% chance of winning 2 perk points at each level up. So we need one more to get a 20% chance. And then I will see if it makes any difference with my main driver, where I didn't put those things on and I only got 49 points by the end of the story. We'll see how many perk points we have in this series. Meanwhile, there are bikes in our which is kind of strange. I thought you needed to have the wild run to drive around in a bike. It probably will tell you if you go to the in St. Louis, the bike dealers. Of course, we have been to St. Louis, that's why the bikes are suddenly unlocked on our collection. So, I guess I'm gonna stop the video here. Meanwhile, getting some awards for upgrading a perk to 5 points and stuff like that. So, the St. Louis Pro Noob video number 3. That's what we are doing here. See you guys in the next one, and bye for now.